Hey everybody, welcome to Back to School Night. This is Chamber Edition, and I'm really excited because we are back in the classroom. I mean, not in this moment, but we are together every day, and it's incredible to already hear what we've been able to accomplish. I think for most of the students in Chamber, the immediate look when I started handing out music was one of being a little bit overwhelmed, and that's okay. I'm not here to make this too challenging for everybody. I'm here to help everybody rise up to their potential. We're going to have high expectations, but we're going to have high support. The Chamber Orchestra is the flagship ensemble of Castillero. They are the most dedicated students on campus, they're the most focused students on campus, and by demonstrating excellence in their preparation as well as how they treat one another and everybody else at Castillero, we get the opportunity to make an incredibly powerful and profound impact on the greater community. One of the big features of the Chamber Orchestra is that they are leaders in the Double O Orchestra. In Double O, they're the most experienced musicians, and they're there to support the students around them. They're not going to show them how much better they are. They're going to show, hey, here's how this information goes, and let me show you how you can also achieve that. They're going to have to practice. Practicing is a part of Chamber. Chamber is the equivalent to orchestra like geometry is to the math department. It's an advanced course of learning, and it takes a lot of energy and effort to be at their best. So daily practice is not only encouraged, it's expected. But I don't feel like I have to tell them that because these are students who are incredibly driven, and that means that they're probably already practicing on their own because they want to be at their best when they come back to orchestra. That's the type of kids that you're raising. It's incredible, and I'm really, really grateful to be able to be their teacher. Another big feature of the Chamber Orchestra is that they are going to do small group work. We will send sections out on their own in different parts of Castellero's campus so they can work through musical issues together. It'll be like group projects, but instead of turning something in, it'll be them performing that particular project. So first we'll start with just sectionals, just the first violins, second violins, violas, cellos, and basses. They'll work together, they'll work through the parts that they feel comfortable in orchestra. Then we'll put it into small groups doing just the orchestra music that we're working on. Then we'll put them into groups where they get assigned a piece to work together so that if and when we can have any guests back on campus, they'll be able to perform for them and get feedback on their efforts and their work. This is a lot of responsibility because they are managing themselves. We put them around the campus and then I walk around and give feedback. This is all inspired by the Palo Alto Chamber Orchestra and their model for how to infuse chamber music inside an orchestral curriculum. So if you may have noticed, last year there was a lot of assessment. A lot of recordings were being uploaded to campus because I couldn't hear or see them. This year it'll be very different because I can hear and see them every day, immediately, as a group. We do have to do some individual assessments so I can make sure that they are on track, but those will be mostly handled at Castillero unless that's too overwhelming for students and they prefer to upload it individually at home, which they'll always be able to do, utilizing the resources that they got used to using last year while we were all at home. And then speaking of resources, I still have a YouTube channel that has all the play-along tracks for all the pieces that we're doing. I didn't put all of Chamber's pieces on there because I wanted them to transition away from listening before being able to play it and being able to apply their actual skill level of counting and note reading to make sure that they are learning those valuable skills, since at some point we have to learn to be able to play music without hearing how it goes first. These are all huge transitions, everything is flexible, and we're here to support them in any way that's necessary. You probably already know it, but if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at my email, skrijnen@sjusd.org, skrijnen@sjusd.org, or you can just text me. My cell phone is area code 509-998-6708. Texting is a great way to get a hold of me, and then we can always set up an appointment so we can have a more thorough conversation about how your kiddo's doing. I'm really proud of what the work they've already done this year, really excited to see what we accomplish, and boy, am I glad that we're all back in the classroom. Have a fantastic start to the year. Thanks for being great. Thanks for being your best selves. And remember, if your students practice every day, by the end of the year, they'll be taller.